Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
No.
All right, what is going on, entertainers? So time comes out with another video. We're doing a quick Zeus Town Hall. Don't forget the after show is tonight. If y'all want to tune in, okay? Make sure to click that call-in link when it is time, all right? Now, y'all wanted my opinion on this whole Tesehki versus Big Lex. Pound for pound, they calling it the baddie showdown. Now, I feel like this isn't going to solve anything. I feel like a lot of the fandom is still going to feel like one is a heavier hitter over the other because boxing is very different than street fighting. So to me, this doesn't solve anything. If we're really going to be honest, I would have really rather seen Tesehki versus Clarissa, because that Tesehki talks a big talk and thinks that, you know, she could beat everybody and their mom. So her getting into it in the ring with Clarissa to me would have been even more so entertaining. I do feel like Tesehki is going to take that W. For anybody who says otherwise, you're delusional. And the reason why is because she is already trained when it comes to boxing. Big Lex, I'm not 100% sure about her backstory, but I'm pretty sure Tesehki's more trained in regards to boxing than Big Lex ever was. So just off of that small fact, Tesehki, I feel like, will take that W. And if you watch the way both of them fight, Tesehki's a little bit more coordinated with how she does it, how she sticks and moves. I think that W is going to go to her. She's very athletic as well, and I feel like she's going to be training, because now we're heading into July. She's going to make sure that she trains for that full month of July, so that way she could really take that W. I really do feel like Tesehki's going to win. I'm sorry, okay? Now, Lex, I feel like, is going to put up a good fight because she does have a longer reach than Tesehki. Her arms are as long as a giraffe, so she will be able to have Tesehki kind of sweating in there. But if I'm going to place a bet, which I low-key, give me some betting websites, y'all. Want to? I'm going to put it on Tesehki. Okay? I'm just saying. Who y'all think is going to take that W in the comments? I want y'all to comment who y'all think going to take that W. Comment T for Tesehki and B for Lex. Okay? Now, Summer recently announced her retirement from the Baddies franchise and said that she's accomplished everything that she wanted, and she's about to take her retirement from Baddies. Do they offer 401k?
For Baddies. So I feel like at this point of my life, I have one foot in and one foot out. I feel like I have successfully accomplished everything that I needed to as far as Baddies. Like, I'm not going to say this is the end for Summer, but we're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting very, very close. And I want to just branch off and show this new upcoming me. Like, it's a lot to see over here on my mama. It's a lot going on these days, you know, versus when I first started. So the hardest part of Baddies for me is walking away.
Now, I feel like her walking away, her presence won't be entirely missed, because y'all know why? Big pressure. Big pressure has, to me, taken a lot of what she has done in the past, which is troll, start up a lot of drama, give us hilarious moments. Now we have two of the same kind. So Summer retiring or taking a break very soon, I don't think it's going to be a big hit for this franchise. I just don't see it being like oh my God, like it's going to be a bad thing. Summer. Like, I don't think the fandom is going to miss her as much as she thinks, as sad as it is. Now, another thing too is a lot of these girls be walking away, quote unquote. Now, she didn't say she's done completely, but she said soon, right? A lot of these girls tend to walk away, but they come right back, because I'm telling y'all, when, you know, the cameras are not on you and the light is not on you, okay, it gets very silent. Them opportunities get very small. That phone, it stopped ringing. Okay, so I feel like she will not take it as soon as some may want her to or think that she will. I'm telling you, I just don't see it, especially now that she got that lake house. Babes, you gotta You gotta pay for that lake house, babe. Okay? That maintenance. Okay? The mortgage. Okay? I'm just saying. All right. I do enjoy summer. I know a lot of people do not. And the reason why is I enjoy somebody that, didn't come for much, and to see them elevate their life, like that will always make me happy, whether I'm like you or not. So that is what I enjoy about summer, because if you watch them latest episodes, sister looked amazing. Okay. When she was arguing with Rolly in that wig, I said, oh my God. Like, you feel me? It's like I was watching another person. That ain't summer, that's autumn. You know what I'm saying? Now, Landon recently called out some of the bad boys for complaining about booking. So if y'all don't know, Lynx, most notably, recently has been complaining about the fact he not getting bookings like some of the other boys. He feel like Paris getting bookings, these boys getting bookings, and he thought his phone's going to be ringing off the hook. What did y'all understand with just because you're on these shows, that don't mean Nathaniel. You have to still grind. Hello? Like, I just don't get some of these boys, okay? Landon called him out and said Zeus is the biggest platform out right now. It's no excuse for how these boys have no motion outside of begging on TikTok Live. Everybody I'm beefing with on Bad Boys has never had a club hosting. You don't see me on live calling out my manager complaining about not being booked. Y'all love only exists on the blog page comments. In real life, nobody coming to see y'all or requesting y'all for ish. Jada gained more followers than anybody off the show and been on tour since the show aired. What's y'all excuse? I thought everybody hate Jada. Ooh. And okay. And I also feel like networking too, it works a lot. I think the closer you are to that, you feel me? And if you do music, helps out with that case. I think a combination of both, but I don't feel like you should go on these networks. I don't care what network it is. It could be NBC, CBS, not STV, MTV, whatever, and just rely on the show to make you pop. This is why some of these networks, they'll look for somebody who already has a platform and put them on, because they know that they're going to help their platform and push it out more, because they're just not going to rely on them to make them rich or to make them pop. It doesn't work like that. So, man, didn't tell no lies. Speaking of music and networking and things, recently, Pooty dropped a song, and it was titled Bad Boy. Now, due to copyright, I'm not going to play it, but here's the thing. I don't like when some of these boys and girls get on these networks and they immediately hop in the studio. I feel like that's not the only thing out there that you can do being on these networks. Like, there's a lot of things that I feel like you could kind of tap into with this type of platform and attention that they have. Specifically Pooty, because he is funny. I feel like something he should have tapped into was comedy. Because this song ain't it. No shade. I'm just keeping it back. Y'all know I don't hate. If it sounded good, I say it sounds good. It don't. Okay? It sounds offbeat. It don't sound natural. It sounded like he was forced to do it with a GUN to his head or something. It just, no. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. I feel like he really should tap into comedy, because Pooty is actually really funny. So the why doing the track, I don't get it. I guess he's trying to get more club appearances, but maybe singing would have been a little bit more of the route even than this, because this to me was not it. Okay. All right, on to some more Bad Boys. Y'all, it looks like Jada and Seis have linked up. Now, if y'all know, recently it's been a whole lot going on that TikTok, them two going back and forth about who's sleeping with who, this and that. And notably, it looks like Jada had a little bit of crush on Seis. He put on, well, a fan posted on their Facebook and said, just ran into my favorite Bad Boys of DR. Anybody want to bang? And Jada and Seis were together. All right. Now, does this mean y'all hunching? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm just saying, this season it looks like it's a lot of secret hunching going on, and the girls is keeping it really quiet. They're keeping it silent. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not letting a lot of things known. They're keeping it hush hush into the reunion, so that way they could kind of drop the bomb. But is there hunching going on? Now the baddies aren't the only ones hopping into the ring. Why they putting Ray J and Orlando Brown in the ring? Okay, battle of the pot of donuts. This is going to be one for the books. Can we get tested though before they hop up in that ring? Because I do not want to see Ray J get knocked out again. I just don't want to see it. My money on Orlando, no shade. Like I feel like he's been through a lot all these this past decade, and Ray J is on his last leg. So I feel like Ray J, unless he put that bonk and pot of donuts down, I think he's gonna get knocked the hell out by Orlando Brown. Okay. Now he's also on the boat and pot of donuts allegedly, but you know what I'm saying? Like who y'all put y'all money on? Because I'm putting it on Orlando. Because that Ray J boxing match that happened recently, it was a little piss poor. No shade. So I just don't see him taking that W when it comes to Orlando Brown. So this is an undercard because Clarissa Shields is going to be the main event. She is going to be the one squabbling on August 15th. Right? So it's two undercards. We got Tesehki and Big Lex, and also Ray J and Orlando Brown. All right. Now, somebody who's offering help to Tesehki, y'all, is Chrisean. She offered her help for this match. Now, a lot of people are saying like Tesehki is trying to like eat off of what Chrisean is, because if y'all don't know, Chrisean has kind of left reality TV behind, and she has now been pursuing boxing. She's been training. She's with a company sign. She's been doing that now kind of full time. And now Tesehki's kind of stepping into that field.
You know what would be so dope? If my sister come to Baltimore and come train. What do you mean? And get it right for the fight. Is that real? Did she have a real fight? That's so cool. I'm glad she's doing this lane. She can really fight. That would be so cool. Yeah, when is the fight? But Chad, that would be dope, huh? August 15th? She got time to get right. You know what would be so dope?
One, this doesn't sound not organic, Chelsea. Pressure, you done got my tongue. Authentic. Sorry, Chrisean. It doesn't sound like you feel very authentic about it, to be honest. You know, deep down, Chrisean probably saying, "Yeah, nigga, this nigga copying me, nigga. She always trying to do it. I'm trying to do destiny swapping with me, nigga." Which, you know, I see what you say, Chrisean, but you don't own boxing. I do not feel like they need to train each other, okay? Like, there's been so much said and done between those two. I understand that they're sisters, but unless a real conversation is had and things are, you know, rectified in regards to that situation, I think them being around each other could end up very badly. So next thing you know, Tareen, all these sisters get popping out like the Avengers, AJ, Tay and them get involved, and we got another battle on the gram. We don't need that. You get what I'm saying? We do not need that to be done, because it could end up really, really bad. All right. She even addressed the fans. Tesehki did, and she said, "I could never copy something I inspired. Don't let that go over your head." Okay. Do I think Tesehki inspired Chrisean? Yes. And the reason why is because what little sister is not inspired by their big sister? In the grand scheme of things, let's take the ego out. Let's take who the people are, right? What little sister does not see certain things that their big sister are doing, want to do it too? Straight up. Come on now. Like, like what little sibling don't see their big sibling? Oh, I want to do that too. They doing karate. I want to do karate too. So I do feel like she's inspired by her 100%. Okay. And even when it comes to like the music situation too, I feel like that was an inspiration as well. It's just one ended up succeeding quicker than the other. One got opportunities than the other didn't. So it looked like they kind of pursued it first. Y'all see what I'm saying? Now the baddies of y'all are still going at it. Ciroc and Tavii, to be exact. Now Ciroc has been calling out Tavii, basically telling Tavii to leave her alone, because Tavii wants Ciroc to be mad at Fonda so bad. She wants her to be mad at her and the skin tag. If y'all don't know, the skin tag is the honorary baddie. Y'all ain't know that? Well, y'all need to know that. The skin tag, y'all, the intro got lost in the mix. So, you know, the skin tag was not able to get their intro, but soon come, y'all.
The bitch they be really mad why she steady got my pussy. Tavii, me and Fauna was laying in our beds, minding our business, right? We laying next to each other like this so we can look over into each other's eyes. Now, let me stop saying that before y'all tell me we.
Oh! Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
Delicious. If you're delicious, let that ass pop outside of that dress like that.
I don't know. You be careful with your words, Ciroc. You know this fandom likes to be very curious.
Something, but we up here together. Here go Tavii, come walking over there. She want to talk, so they sit up there talking. Tavii,
let me get a chat, yo. Can I get a chat? Can I put you for a chat? Word Love Island.
You literally begging Fauna to be your friend again, bitch. And when Fauna was saying like certain stuff, like, why would you want to be friends with somebody who spit on you? It never really registered because I never really seen it. I didn't see it happen. So I'm sitting there being a counselor for these hoes. Because Tavii, you was literally sitting there begging Fauna to be your friend, bitch. Now you get on same Beyonce's internet mad that me and Fauna are friends. That's what you mad about. Be for real.
Not gonna lie, Tavii, you gonna have to let that Fauna hurt go. This is why a lot of people think that their friendship was a lot.
Ciroc is come up here.
Was a lot deeper than what it was, because the way that they quickly argue, it's like it's so crazy to watch. Like that bus scene, like the moment they even bumped each other, it's like ah, like that's some stuff that happens with an ex. Like, don't touch me, don't look at me, and this is why people think that what they think about them too.
Here talk about, oh, Tavii, you scared. You walked up to Fauna and you asked Fauna, can y'all be friends? Da da da. X, Y, and Z. I ain't never go up to no bitch and ask her to be my friend. For one, that never happened. That never was said. But let's talk about how you was on the bed with them. And if you ask me, you a scary ass bitch. Cause why are you laying around and hanging around with bitches that tried to jump you? But Ciroc feel like, because I feel like I didn't lose the fight with her, she needs to make a bigger example. She wants to be that's some bully shit that she want to fight me again. But it's crazy to come to fight me for a second time, but not even fight bitches that jumped in on you once. Not once. Fuck you talking about? I feel like that's somebody picking and choosing. Like, from my point of view, if I come in and I get jumped by 20 girls and then they cast me on a show, I'm coming on that show to fight all 20 girls. And I don't got to fight them several rounds, and I don't got to beef with them for the whole duration of the show, but I need to get that from them. And I feel like she came in and she picked and she chose. Like, that's weird to me. To me, that's just weird. Like, that's weird. She did not fight everybody that put their hands on her. She did not fight everybody that put their hands on her.
Now, I will say, I don't think Ciroc picked and choose. I think Ciroc came for anybody who came for her. At the end of the day, Ciroc is not Megatron. She cannot be out here fighting the whole cast and some more. She's not Summer. She's not trying to end up with a cleft lip, if we're really going to be honest. So it's sort of like, okay, how much more do y'all want Ciroc to do? At the end of the day, I feel like Ciroc, so far, I like her on the show. And I really feel like she should have been casted over a couple of the other girls that were originally casted seasons ago. She has personality. She's serving listening confessionals. And to me, she ain't scary. Now, this whole thing with the Fauna situation, I just feel like Fauna is low-key playing a little manipulation game, and she's kind of winning. Her and her skin tag. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below. Let's debate down below about these boxing matches. I might even, run a little play to see, see what happens, okay? Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're our babies.